Welcome back to the American Cop. Welcome back to another video or live stream on this channel. In today's video, we're going to be discussing Bundesliga signings. Now, obviously, Liverpool have been looking towards the Premier League signings, so this is new for us. We've been looking towards Premier League signings and looking to make Prem signings. We've been looking with Mason Mount, Mateus Nunes, Lavia, and players in the Prem. So this is new. This could be due to the reason because we're going to be signing that sporting director on a short-term deal, Jörg Schmackta, if I said his name correctly. So yeah, we're going to be signing the sporting director, Jörg Schmackta, and yeah, man. Big up Devils United, big up GTV. Big up everybody in the chat. But yeah, we're going to be signing him. Big up KLFC. Big up K. We're going to be signing Jörg Schmackta on a temporary deal. So this is the reason why that we have all these German links. So we've been linked with Szoboszlai. Kimmich is one of the ones that is a little bit crazy, but yeah, just, you know, one of the crazier signings. If we can pull it off, that'll be amazing. And then Mickey van de Ven, defender from Wolfsburg, and I think he'll be fantastic for us as well. Very speedy defender, very fast, and Jörg, obviously our sporting director, has worked with Wolfsburg, so there's some great players, like KLFC says here, some good players in the Bundesliga. Let's hope we get the right ones. Agreed. Big up Amir in the chat. He says, Mickey van de Ven is a really good center back. Can also play left center back and left back. Is tall, strong, very fast, agile, left-footed, knows how to tackle, good positioning, a bit poor on aerial success. Hopefully he can improve that. Amir says he's 22. Szoboszlai will be a great signing. Agreed. Mickey van de Ven could be a masterstroke because not a lot of clubs have been linked with him. Only just that. Amir also says he's good on the ball. If he can play left center back and left back, especially the new system we play, obviously with Trent moving into midfield and Trent drifting into midfield, our back four basically becomes a back three. So Robbo is basically playing at left center back, so we can have an option there. It's very versatile if we decide we want to go and continue on this new formation. And it's Szoboszlai, man. Szoboszlai would be great. I've always said this. Szoboszlai is a Kevin De Bruyne-esque player. Assists, free kicks. He creates so much for his teammates. And not to forget, he gives you that goal scoring for midfield, man. You know what I'm saying? RB Leipzig is also interested in Mickey van de Ven. That's a good sign because that shows he's a great player. Thoughts on Hincapi from Leverkusen? Now, I haven't heard much about Hincapi to Leverkusen. If somebody can inform me on that, I haven't watched a lot of Bundesliga. But yeah, man, if somebody would inform me on that because I'm interested in learning about more players and see what players we could possibly sign. Mickey van de Ven was one, Hincapi is another one. For center back, we got Inacio. We also have Silva. Kone would also be fantastic. Agreed, man. I wish Liverpool were interested in him and would make a move, man. That would be such a great move for us. Hincapi is good. Hincapi can play left back and left center back. Great player in my opinion. That's decent. And I like the fact that they can play left back and left center back. Because like I said, the system, it really does fit our system. With how we could, like, at that point, just become a back three when Trent moves into midfield. So that's a great thing as well. And I like the pace of Mickey van de Ven. I really do. I do like that pace and that recovery pace. That could maybe come in handy a couple of times. Maybe we get on a counter or whatever the case may be. We can push through. So we also have Szoboszlai. Danny Olmo was another link. It's crazy. And news, guys, on Mason Mount. Now, Mason Mount has preferred a move to Manchester United over Liverpool Football Club. That is his preferred club and his preferred move. Mason Mount with the fee, which is astronomically high, 85 million is what they're asking, which is, yeah, we need to move on, is what I'm saying, which is crazy. Since Mount is likely to join United, you have to move on to other options. There's Kokshu, Sro, Kefron Turam, Alex Scott, Gabriel Vieira, Kudus. So many options out there, man. Yeah, for real. Paying 85 million for Mount with 1 year left on his deal was crazy. It's wild. It's really asking for a lot. You could always sign Jordi Alba. Barca legend. Jordi Alba would be a nice backup option if Tsimikas leaves. Experienced. But I don't think I'll take him. We got Tsimikas right now. We got Rabo. I think we're decent with the left backs we had. Harry, big up my man. A year left on his contract and they want 85 mil. I'll be surprised if they didn't get 50 mil. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 50 mil is my max as I'm willing to go for Mount. We're already getting McAllister. We're interested in Turam, Scott. I think it's just best for us to just move on to other options. And this is the thing, man. When they find out like you're interested in a midfielder, they jack up the price. They try to do this. This summer, we're not being held for ransom, bro. As soon as they come up with some stupid price and they're trying to scam us out of our money, just move on to the next target. Big up E-Man and Amir. Hope you are well. Big up Harry. I hope you're doing well, my man. I get we're looking at German Bundesliga markets because there's good players out there, but why not look at South American markets? So many hidden gems, man. Exactly. You look at McAllister. You look at Enzo Fernandez. You look at Caicedo. Darwin Nunez. All these great players. All these South American players, especially lately. A lot of South American players have been breaking through, getting snapped up by clubs like Benfica, and then being turned, flipped, developed, and then being shipped off to a big club, man. Yeah, man, that's what I don't understand. Hope you're doing well early. And Cecil's on fire for Brighton. Yep. I think he equalized against Manchester City. I think it's 1-1 so far, unless something happened. But I think the reason why we're turning our focus is onto the Premier League market and the German market is obviously the bias that we have in these markets. Obviously, we're in the Premier League, and then we have the sporting director, Jörg Schmachter, which I feel like he's going to go for more Bundesliga signings because he has expertise, he knows the players, and yeah. And Ugarte as well is another great South American midfielder. Amir, I agree. There's a Uruguayan midfielder who Barcelona are looking at. Who, if we don't get, I'd be happy if you got him. He's called Fabrizio Diaz. I gotta take a look because that could be another great player. 1 or 2 seasons, maybe have a breakout season, and then Liverpool will link with them, and then next thing you know, we're paying 50-60 million for this player that we could have got on a cheaper deal, which always frustrates me. I could be doing better, but this has been the best part of my week so far. That's great to hear, Harry. Tell me more about the week. What was the best part? Fabrizio Diaz will be a masterclass signing for Barcelona. Agreed. Same with Vitor Roque. Yep, in Brazil, another great signing. Another Barca been linked with him. Liverpool, Chelsea. Eyes are on him. He's a young player, striker, very talented. Like, this is what I'm saying. And then instead of getting these smart signings, cheap signings, scouting these players for cheap and signing them, I'm going to flip the question to you guys. Why aren't Liverpool scouting smartly like the smaller clubs do? Picking up players from small South American markets or German markets, or whatever the case it may be, giving them that trust and putting them into the team. He'd be amazing for you as well, Amir. Tons of real playing Boca player. You could sign Alan Varela, obviously from Boca Juniors. It's a great signing. Vitor Roque will be amazing, but he's 40 million. We need to shift Dembele out. there, which I do in a heartbeat. I think Liverpool aren't scouting smartly because of FSG. The true answer is FSG. But really though, actually is it? Because think about it. FSG, maybe in terms of transfer moves, but I'm saying not in case of the fee versus a big fee. Like if we beat the player to the small clubs, so you know how the small clubs will sign somebody for like 5 million and then all of a sudden they flip them and now they're worth triple that, quadrillion times that, like they become like 50, 60 mil. Can we beat them to that? Because I don't think that's an FSG thing. I think that's a scouting problem. I really do think that's a scouting problem. And I feel like that's something that we can maybe do. Or maybe we see them and we just don't think they're developed enough yet and we want to see them in a bigger league. Thoughts on Daichi Kamada? Apparently Shakhtar is interested, but it seems like he's going to Milan. Yeah, we were interested in linked with Kamada for a while. But I don't know if we're looking for a 10. That might be a stumbling block with us. I think that really might be a stumbling block. I think because we're not looking for a 10, maybe our formation. But I hope we do get a 10 player and we do play a 4-2-3-1 formation or something like that. Because I think we need that creativity and goals from midfield. Big up Harry, he says, I think Klopp needs to take some responsibility as well. He needs to send his scouts somewhere and tell them to look at players. Agreed. Kamada is a very talented player. I'd love him at Barca, but sadly, he's most likely going to go to Milan. Though at Milan, I could see a Joaquin Correa situation happening. Yeah, definitely. Very, very talented. Like I said, goals and creates from midfield is what we need. And I agree with that because we're lacking that. And this is why I really want Szoboszlai. I'd rather us go sign Szoboszlai 40, 50 million, 60 million probably, and go and sign Mount. I feel like he would give us the goals from midfield. Maybe he wouldn't be the best option because he's a 10. And I really do feel like in order to get the best out of Szoboszlai, he's a natural 10. He's one of those players that can grab the ball and take a shot from long distance. Free kicks as well, creating chances for his teammates. He really reminds me of De Bruyne. And I feel like we need that in our team, man. I'm so tired of us playing this pressing style of football. And while it's beautiful, I kind of switched up on what I want, the type of football I want to play. I think I want a team that we just move well off the ball, kind of like Man City, where, yeah, we work hard and press, but we don't need to expend so much energy, you know what I'm saying, just chasing a goal. And I want us to be more clinical. Can you see Gareth Southgate utilizing Trent in his hybrid midfield role with England in their upcoming fixture soon? He and Jordan Henderson have been called up for the England squad. I'm gonna answer that question. Let me charge my computer. That's interesting, and I'm very excited to see. I'm glad that Trent got called up for the England squad because I'm very excited to see Trent molds into this role. What's the future for him with England, basically? We all know he's a talented player. I hope he does, man. I hope he does get integrated. It's interesting. I don't know. It's interesting to see what Gareth Southgate is going to do with Trent Alexander-Arnold, but it is looking promising. He's been on fantastic form ever since he moved into the midfield role. Maybe Gareth Southgate would just put him completely in midfield. Maybe he might try the inverted right back role. Who knows? We'll see how that moves for England. Very talented squad England have. I don't know how Henderson is called up, to be honest, but I hope Trent is using that midfield role since Mount hasn't got much play time. Agreed. I don't know how Henderson got called up. I feel like I don't know. That's interesting. Maybe there's no other options. Plus, he is captain. He is favored. You know, he's one of those favorable players in the squad, so I guess that's how. Question, guys. Did Harry Maguire get called up into that England squad? Somebody please, because that's going to be interesting. I want to see. German Bundesliga market players we should sign: Kone, Szoboszlai, Diaby, Kimmich, Kamada, Gvardiol, Wirtz, and Van de Ven, etc., etc. Agreed. Out of those, I'm gonna ask you a question, guys. Out of those signings that we have up here, out of the German Bundesliga market players that we link with, take 3 players from that list that we have up here and put them in the chat. Which one you'd want for Liverpool Football Club? If I had to pick, I would pick. This is gonna be tough because based on what we need in the squad, I'd probably go Kone, Diaby, and Van de Ven, because I feel like that's more realistic. But if I'm going crazy and it's not realistic at all, I'd probably go Szoboszlai. No, actually, I'll go Diaby, Kimmich, and Gavario. Yes, Maguire's in the squad. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's wild. Maybe he has a thing with England. I don't know how he does it. I honestly don't know how Maguire does it. I don't know how he consistently gets into this England squad. It amazes me, man. It really does. It really does, man. That's crazy. Yeah, I think out of those, I'll probably pick Kimmich based on the profile we need, maybe a 6. You know what I'm saying? We need that kind of 6 type player, the defensive midfielder. Then obviously Gavario for obvious reasons. Great center back. Had a breakthrough season with Leipzig and in the World Cup. And then Diaby for backup for Mo Salah. Szoboszlai, Kimmich, and Wirtz for me. But it's unlikely that all three will cost 150, 200 million together. That's a good list. Amir says, breaking news. Breaking news. The interesting with that one, though, Harry, is that how we're going to fit all of them together. I see 2 players that are kind of basically the same. Foy and Wirtz could be a more cheaper option to Szoboszlai. They're kind of similar in the way that they both played a 10. I agree with Kimmich. We need a 6 as well. I previously mentioned that Kaut had brought Kokshu to Liverpool's attention. LC approved. I don't know, 3:26 p.m. Big Myers, 100% on the target list. I heard a lot of great things about him. I heard Arsenal have been interested in him as well. Big Myers, oh, okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, man. I heard he's been balling out I think he plays for Feyenoord. I think he plays for Feyenoord. I think he's like Turkish and he plays for Feyenoord. Yep, plays for Feyenoord, Rotterdam in the Eredivisie. Heard some glowing terms about him. And about Coach who would be facing a lot of competition. Arsenal are also interested in him. People don't like him because Coach Shu is a homophobe, but come on, dude has his own religious beliefs. Homophobe. You know what I'm saying? On that, people are going to say what they were saying. As long as he's not insulting the people, I find nothing wrong with people saying they don't agree with the what's being pushed out. If they say, hey, look, I'm Muslim, I'm Christian, whatever the case may be, we need to stop this cancel culture. Whatever the case may be, whatever people's beliefs are, as long as they're not insulting and throwing insults at the person that's being directed towards, as long as they're like being respectful, it's not homophobia. It's just like if you don't agree with a certain person or a certain opinion or belief, you're a homophobe or you're this, you're that. But that could be a possible issue. You never know how people might take that, especially in this day and age. He's good, and that's what matters. Yep. As long as he's not being disrespectful, like I said, there's no point. Just stop it at this point. It's canceling people for no reason. It's disrespectful. Still 1-1 City, Brighton. I guess City dropped off after they won the Prem. And rightfully so. Plus, Brighton are a great team. Brighton are sensational. Facts, E-Man. Agreed, man. Facts. E-Man should run for president. E-Man for president 2028. Big up, Harry. Big up, Harry. But yeah, man. Coke Shoe's a baller. Like I said, it's religious beliefs. ask Salah if he agrees with the not homophobia, the gay, he probably would say no. So don't hold that against people. It's just if it's just their belief. Harry, imagine if Kimmich goes to Barcelona. I'd love to see that because Xavi's a big fan of him. Yes, I heard a lot of links with Kimmich to Barcelona. Apparently, they are extremely interested in the midfielder. They're pushing. But Kimmich said he's worried about the sporting development for Bayern, but he wants to see. He wants to wait it out. No worries, you're both amazing. Can't do worse than Trump. But yeah, man. It's definitely going to be interesting to see what Barcelona do in the future. I mean, honestly, you want to get back to that pinnacle. You want to get back to the Champions League finals. Now, you have your base. You have Frankie de Jong, a great young midfielder who's loyal to your club. You can possibly bring in Kimmich as well. That's another signing that you can possibly be pushing for. There's a lot of things that Barcelona can do, man. They're definitely on the right trajectory. They got the La Liga title. They're bigging up. It would be amazing, Amir, though sadly won't sign him due to his price tag. I love Amrabat as a realistic signer, but Kimmich would be out of this world. I remember Amrabat. Big up, EK. It's been a while, my man. Big up, my man. Omar says, for real. CL football, here we come, E-Man. Yes, sir. Well deserved. Well deserved by Newcastle and Manchester United. Congratulations and commiserations to Newcastle on a fantastic season. They're on an upward trajectory. Under Eddie Howe, that fantastic manager, a fantastic stadium, beautiful fans like EK in the chat right now, beautiful set of fans, and they deserve this, man. Congratulations. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys play Champions League football back at St. James's Park, man. Congratulations, EK. If you guys are in the chat right now, make sure to smash the likes and subscribe to the American Cop. Eddie Howe should win Manager of the Season ASAP. Agreed. Now are some options. Ten Hag has improved Man United. I think Newcastle, yeah, it's really impressive what Eddie Howe has done with this Newcastle team. The Derby could become a shout, but he came in halfway. Pep Guardiola. I think Pep won't be Manager of the Season because he's too good. He's just too good of a manager. And we're kind of used to him doing well, so he probably wouldn't be nominated. Eddie Howe, that's my guy. Yes, man. I love it. I love how Lautaro Martinez is getting Ballon d'Or calls. Personally, I wouldn't give him the Ballon d'Or, but he's had a very successful season, winning the World Cup with Argentina. I think Inter are winning 2-1 in the Coppa Italia. If that continues, he's going to get a Coppa Italia. He's in the Champions League final. If he can win that, he's going to have a fantastic season. He's already having a fantastic season. So that's great. I don't think he's been good enough to the point where I'm looking at Ballon d'Or shouts. People are saying Messi, but I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that's biased because of the World Cup. I personally want to give it to Messi. I'm looking at Haaland. Haaland all season has been a beast, and if he can seal that treble with Manchester City, win them that Champions League title that's been so great for them and so elusive for them, and then bring in the FA Cup and then complete the treble, he knocks it out. And not just the trophies. I feel like a lot of us look at trophies when we look at Ballon d'Or. He's been way better than Messi individually. Yes, I understand Messi was great in the World Cup. But since then, what's happened? I feel like all seasons Haaland's been on. So big up Ravi Bekhari. It's been a while since I see my boys EK and Ravi in the chat. Big up. Glad to see you guys back. Man United takeovers news this week. Let's go Ratcliffe. That thing's been going on for a while. That's it. That takeover news has been going on for a while, man. He's had a great season, but he's not played good enough to win Ballon d'Or. Messi can't win the Ballon d'Or. Haaland has to win it. Agreed. Realistically, get to Ram, or it's just a fantasy will we realistically get to Rom, or it's just a fantasy like Mariah Carey? Hopefully, man, if we're truly interested in him and he fits the system, I really do see Liverpool like going out and getting him and being interested in getting the deal done. Klopp is in his dark villain mode, guys. Reports have been coming out like he wants these these signs wrapped up ASAP. Who do you think we're gonna get for long-term sporting director? I have a feeling it's either Tim Stuyton, ex-Bayer Leverkusen guy, or Marcus Roach from Frankfurt. Man, it's interesting that you say that, but like, I'm gonna be honest with you. What happens under Klopp? And what opportunities would arise from 2-3 years from now when Klopp leaves? I can't really answer that question. Let's say Klopp stays. I think Marcus Roach, but it's really interesting. I get the Real Betis sporting director Amir, he'd be sick. For real, I agree, Harry. Get the Benfica sporting director Rio Pedro, he's lit. Agreed. Signing great talents. Rest in peace, Tina Turner. Rest in peace to rock and roll legend. She has died at the age of 83. Condolences to her family and her friends. Rest in peace to Tina Turner. You can always get Ole, though he's more suited for United with how they played away from home this season. Yeah, but it'll be interesting, man, because I'm going to ask you guys a question. I'm very worried about the future of Liverpool, man. And another thing that's made me so disappointed with Liverpool Football Club, I feel like we've always been a great team. There's been great teams over the years. But I've always felt like we did the bare minimum. Yes, winning the Premier League, winning every trophy, the Club World Cup, the Super Cup, the Premier League, the Champions League, FA Cup, Community Shield, and Carabao Cup was amazing. Don't get me wrong. But we only did it once. It's such a shame that Tina Turner this month has been shit for celebrity news-wise. John Freelo died now, Tina Turner. Yeah, a lot of celebrities are passing away. It's crazy. I can't be sporting director just playing in Swifts. Big of EK. Yeah, man, it's very interesting, the future of Liverpool Football Club. I don't know, man. They just don't fill me with much confidence. Our ambition in the transfer market is lacking. We don't seem to have the fight or the energy to want to be ambitious. It just feels like we do the bare minimum. You know what I'm saying? It just feels like we're fake champions in a way. We've underachieved. We've went below what I actually think our potential was. We didn't take full advantage of this Liverpool squad, which frustrates me. And Klopp. What a beautiful manager we have. My football manager experience is up there. I'll have Liverpool playing like a machine again with my eye for talent. Big up my man EK. What's that one manager's name that plays football manager? I think his name is Will Steele in Ligue 1. Balling out. Will Steele. EK the next Will Steele. You can give me sporting director and pay me meet and greets with celebrities. Yeah, man, I'm really scared for the future of Liverpool Football Club. We got Newcastle, big up EK in the chat. We got Newcastle. We have Chelsea. They might do something. They look to turn around their misfortune. We have Manchester United. We have Manchester City. We have Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? You never know what my future teams Brighton. Hey, maybe they could rise one day. It's very worrying. Liverpool have been linked with the move from Middlesbrough midfielder Hayden Hackney. I think he's good, similar to Alex Scott. Yeah, a lot of championship players we link with. Yeah, man, we are. Bro, I'm like Paul Mitchell on steroids, getting signed now. I'd have Liverpool playing tiki-taka football. I'd Ted Henderson, play Trent in midfield. I'd also sign Cancelo out right back. Make this a time and machine. Imagine Cancelo and Trent. That'd be beautiful. That'd be sensational. That would. I really would. Guys, honestly, have the Champions League final coming up soon. Who do you guys think is going to win the Champions League? Inter Milan or Manchester City? Will Manchester City complete their trouble? Can it be Man United and Inter? I think they can. If I were to predict the Champions League final, man, I feel like this might be a tough game. I think people are honestly underestimating Inter Milan. I feel like Inter Milan, they come out with a great game plan and they work hard and they push themselves. They can maybe take Man City on. Chelsea have done it when Thomas Tuchel came in and Man City looked unstoppable. Nobody was going to beat them, and they did it. We'll see what happens. I think this will be close. I'm going to go with I think City might edge this one 1-0. I think they'll edge it, but I'm not going to lie. I have a sneaky feeling that Inter Milan might do something. If I was in charge, I would sell Mr. Hoof 50 million back to Sunderland. No joke. I'm that damn good. Yeah, man. I'm definitely conversation to be had on Henderson if I be you. Heart says Inter, Head says City. Agreed. Guardiola's pushing the linesman there. Guarantee not a word is being spoken about it. Yeah. About referees, Clark being banned, getting sent to the sidelines. It's ridiculous, man. You know, there's no passion nowadays. You can say one little thing and then all of a sudden you're banned. It's crazy. It really is. It really is, my man. It really is, man. You man, I'm worried about next season because the referee's shaking my head. And they're not going to change anything. They're not. It's going to be the same thing. Rinse and repeat. It's like they hate Liverpool. I'm worried about next season. The referees will as well mirror for Barcelona. Yeah, just referees in general haven't been good. I would like to see them implement foreign referees. I would like to see them maybe some new. I don't even think it's VAR. I just think, I don't know. For real, there needs to be a change, Harry. There really does. There really does need to be a change in terms of refereeing. Refereeing has been poor. Refereeing hasn't been the same. There's always a controversial decision every week. There's always decisions where they make one decision and then after the game they come out and they say, "Oh, sorry, you made the wrong decision," which costs people points. A team that's fighting in the relegation battle, let's say they get cheated out of 3 points, and you know they missed out on goal difference or they missed out by 1 point. Those 3 points they got cheated out of could have helped them. There's so many cases this season. You could say Jota's challenge on Skip, Skip's challenge on Luis Diaz. You could always say how Brighton got robbed against Tottenham. So many puzzling decisions in key games. It's crazy. Missed penalty calls. You know what I'm saying? Gakpo decision, how he didn't get a red is beyond me. Yes, the Rodri handball last season that cost us a title. That really did. That was a handball and that really did cost us a title. And I'm not the one to make excuses, but those things cost people titles. I don't really care anymore. It's in the past. City deserved it. I feel like we could have won the title anyway. But and then Gakpo should have had a goal too. Apparently, the defender didn't intentionally play the ball, so it was disallowed, which is ridiculous. But there's been so many opportunities where we could have picked up points, or other teams in the Premier League could have picked up points, and we got robbed. Another one, Chelsea versus Tottenham early on in the season. People forget about that one. Red card for Mings as well, agreed. One of the reasons we're out of the UCL alongside our team being injured and Dembele showing why he isn't worthy of the hype is a referee. That 1-0 loss against Inter should have been a win for Barca. Let me think. Was that away? Because I think that was away in the Champions League group stages at the San Siro. And we lost. I think it was Andrew Fati who headed the ball or something. I remember. But yeah, man. Refereeing, not just in football, basketball, American football. I don't even know what to say anymore. It's just crazy. And they get a lot of protection. Apparently, Liverpool reported, they went to Jamal, the referee organization. They're like, hey, what's going on? Sent Liverpool away, back the referees as always. Got protection as always. But players like Mohamed Salah, who get pulled down every game, get no protection. Teams who get robbed out of points get no protection. Thoughts on Romeo Lavia? Now, Romeo Lavia is a great player. I feel like another great thing about him is he has that turn. When he's in midfield, he's smooth. He has that nice, beautiful turn. Can quickly turn direction. And I feel like he still has some things he needs to improve on. But I feel like he'd be a great, decent option for us. He's young. He's very talented. Southampton are getting relegated, so he could be a cheaper option for us. But another thing that can possibly be an issue is his inexperience. When he take that move from Southampton and move up to a club like Liverpool, we're yet to see. Refereeing in all sports such as F1 has gone to shit. We need to change in all sports. Agreed, man. Agreed. It's crazy how bad refereeing has got. Just, it's just wild. It is just wild. The refereeing has been really, really, really poor. But yeah, Liverpool obviously been interested in him. Chelsea were interested in him as well. Had a 50 million bid rejected. So that's some other news on Lavia. Hopefully he's cheaper than that. Hopefully those news are not true, because I'm not gonna lie, I'll say maybe 20 to 30 million for Lavia is a decent price. If we can get him in between there, that'd be a good signing. But yeah, guys. So Mason Mount to snub Liverpool. Obviously prefers Man United. Link with Mickey Van de Ven to Bosley. Kimmich a little bit more a wild one. York Schmakta should be coming soon on a temporary basis. That should be confirmed. And then, yep. That's all the news we have for today. Also, some other news is that Andy Robertson has been linked with a move to Real Madrid, which is another story you guys wanted to know. But yeah, that's all the news I have for you guys today. Big up for everyone that tuned into the news show. Hope you guys enjoyed this show. It's the American Cop Fights. I'm out, people. Peace.